Namaste. I want to ask you all a question. A very important question, actually. If I was to offer you a chance to go into a room, sit down in one spot, maybe not even talk to anyone, and just look straight ahead for 2 to 3 hours for absolutely nothing, who would say yes? Nobody. Wow, just hold on to that for me. Just hold on to that. What if I now told you that probably every single one of you have done that? Some of you are probably doing it every single week. Should I tell you when? When you've got the TV on and you're watching something. And more importantly, when you're watching sport. Now, who here is a massive football fan? Wait, right. Hopefully no United fans in here because a lot of boos will be going off. But I'm going to hear a big cheer for this. Who is a massive cricket fan? Right. How many times have you gone into a room so intense, you've sat down, you've turned the TV on, and you're so engrossed into that TV that your head doesn't even move side to side. You're just dead on, straight. For maybe 2 to 3 hours, and if you're watching a test match, you're there for 6 hours. And you've all done it. For what? Absolutely nothing. Now let's come back to the original question. When I asked, how many of you would do that? I'm going to ask you the same question. India is playing Pakistan in the World Cup final. You're going to be in a room for 3 hours, you can't move your head, and you're dead on. How many of you guys are going to take that offer? There you go. A lot more hands up. Pretty much the whole room put their hand up. That's crazy, isn't it? How can something bring us in, get us to be so passionate that we're ready to do something where previously we thought we weren't? So much so that we don't even realise how much sport takes over us when we're watching it, whether we're playing it. But what I want to talk about today is, where do we draw that line? Why do we become so invested in sport and tend to forget where we draw the line between sport and Dharma? Now let's take a step back for a moment here, and I'm going to show you some examples of why I think we need to have more control over where we draw that line between sport and Dharma. Now I want to take you back to when I was 10, maybe 12 years old. Every Saturday morning, 7 a.m, I'm up, ready, have my Cocoa Pops quickly, and I'm running to the car, ready to put my boots on and go to football training. Yes, I played football every weekend. And believe it or not, on Saturdays it was so easy to wake up at 7 a.m, but get me to wake up any of the days of the week, during the week, I would struggle. Getting to school was a pain, but getting to football was so easy. Why? Because I love football. And I would be there every single week on a Saturday, 7 a.m, training, all the way up to 12 p.m, only to find out I've been put on the bench. What can we do? Right? And that lasted for weeks and weeks and weeks. So much so that when I found out one of my friends, Nikesh, was ill, I was like, oh, here we go. Here we go. Surely I'm going to be in the starting lineup now, because that's my position. He's my friend and he's not coming. I know that. Manager's about to find out. Still not in the starting lineup. What did I then hope for? It's an injury. I was like, oh, maybe if we go to training and somehow someone gets injured and they break their leg, they have no choice because I'm the only one left. Surely that is the answer. But now let's take a step back. Think about what I've just hoped for, what I've wished for my pleasure, for my entertainment, for my benefit. I've just hoped someone gets seriously injured. I've wished for my friend to be sick and not be there. For what? Just so I can be in the starting lineup? Just so I can take part? Where should I have drawn the line? Does my Dharma tell me to do that? Where should I have drawn the line? Now, I'm much older now, so surely I must be wiser, right? That's the obvious thing to think. But a couple of years ago, I remember watching a football game. And like I said, did we get some boos for Man United earlier? We did, right? Go on, let's hear some boos for Man United. Boo! And it was a Man United game against absolutely nobody. And one of the players got injured. On the floor, injured, guaranteed to miss the game against my team, Liverpool. And again, I was thinking, surely if my team is good enough, if I'm a big, true supporter, we will win at no matter. You can bring Lionel Messi, you can bring Cristiano Ronaldo, we will still win, because that's what I believe. But why all of a sudden am I thinking an injury to the opposition team is great? Why am I so happy that a player will be missing a game against my team? Now, it's amazing to have such passion over sport. But equally, sometimes we get carried away and we forget where we're drawing the line. And now I want to talk about an example which I think you can all relate to. A couple of years ago, I know we've got some cricket fans in here, we lost in India lost in the semi-final to Pakistan, and the final match was against England and Pakistan. Now surely we'll all be England fans because it's our Karma Bhumi. We do a lot here in England and we all support the England football team, I'm sure. But when it comes to cricket, and on that day in particular, yes, we are all supporting England and we wanted England to win. But not many wanted England to win. Instead, they wanted Pakistan to lose. When did our Dharma teach us to be so impure with our intentions? Why did a lot of us want Pakistan to lose rather than watch a great spectacle, a great tournament with clearly the two best teams in the tournament and hope England wins from fair competition? Now, I would love to tell you the answer, but I'm no genius. I'd love to tell you the answer. Where should we draw the line when it comes to Dharma and sport? But what I do want to ask every single one of you is next time you're watching sport or playing sport or taking your kids to sport, just remember and take some time to think, where should we draw the line? Namaste.